Legal steps Somaliland can take. 1. Submit a request to the UNGA United Nations General Assembly to confirm whether Somalia has a registered union treaty with Somaliland. 2. Demand that the UN verify the absence of such a treaty, forcing Somalia to either present proof which doesn't exist or admit its false claim. 3. If Somalia cannot provide proof, the UN must acknowledge that Somaliland remains an independent state under international law. Legal basis. UN Charter Article 102. All state treaties must be registered at the UN. No union treaty was ever registered. Vienna Convention on Treaties 1969 requires legal ratification of treaties, which Somaliland never signed. Montevideo Convention 1933. Somaliland meets all statehood criteria: territory, population, government, and foreign relations. Outcome: if the UNGA acknowledges Somalia's lack of a registered treaty, Somaliland's case for recognition becomes stronger. Request an ICJ advisory opinion on Somaliland's legal status. If the United Nations General Assembly UNGA refuses to review Somaliland's case, Somaliland can push for an International Court of Justice ICJ ruling on its independence. As the United Nations General Assembly UNGA and ICJ are both part of the UN. Steps for Somaliland to get an ICJ ruling. 1. Petition a UN member UAE, UK, Taiwan, or US to request an ICJ advisory opinion. 2. The United Nations General Assembly UNGA votes on sending the case to the ICJ. 3. The ICJ reviews whether Somalia has a legal claim over Somaliland. 4. If the ICJ rules Somalia's claim is invalid, Somaliland has a legal precedent for UN membership. Precedents supporting Somaliland. Kosovo 2010. The ICJ ruled that Kosovo's independence declaration was not illegal. Eritrea 1993. The ICJ ruled that Eritrea was never legally part of Ethiopia. Western Sahara 1975. The ICJ ruled Morocco had no legal claim over Western Sahara. Outcome: an ICJ ruling would force the UN to reconsider Somaliland status, even if Somalia objects. 4. Apply for UN observer status as a first step. Somaliland should apply for observer status, like Palestine and Taiwan. Benefits of observer status. Ability to submit requests at UN. Also, having a UN observer status means you have influence and can push UNGA to take your case to the ICJ. Precedents supporting Somaliland. Palestine 2012. Gained UN observer status despite Israel's opposition. Taiwan. Observer status has global diplomatic influence. Somaliland has a strong case for international recognition. Presenting its legal case. Somaliland can present its case for recognition through the ICJ, with the United Nations General Assembly UNGA playing a key role in referring the matter. These are some of the steps Somaliland can take, as Somaliland is an independent nation under international law.